Welcome to our channel. Today I'm talking about what if Olympic athletes had managers instead of coaches. We all know that Olympic athletes at the highest level require and need coaches. These coaches are fantastic at bringing out the best in their athletes. What if these athletes didn't have coaches, but instead they had managers? How would things change? Okay, manager, I'm ready. I've pumped up, I've practiced, I'm ready. Let's get into the competition. Hold on. What? Well, what do I have to hold up for? Did we go over our checklist? Checklist? What checklist? You know, the project checklist. It's really important that we go the whole thing. Okay, I'll go over them. Okay, so did you put on your outfit? You did? Good. Did you get permission to put on your outfit? Good. Did you fill out the form to put on your outfit? Good. Did you get the committee to review that the permission that you got about putting on the outfit is the right outfit that you should put on? No, you didn't? Sorry, you can't go. What? Okay, let's go home. Management is typically about making sure that others follow what you should do. There's a belief in management that those at the top know better. And modern managers don't behave in this way. But the structures and the hierarchy and the systems we've set up make it so managers need to follow these protocols and behave in these ways because that's how their predecessors have got promoted. So what if, as an athlete, you wanted to get promoted? You wanted to move from new member of the team to more intermediate member of the team to maybe captain of the team. You had a coach, they would encourage you to be the best version of yourself. They would look for opportunities to strengthen what's needed to strengthen, to make sure you're building bonds of friendship and collaboration and trust. And they would kind of see how the unit is growing and then be able to support you in your development. A typical manager or a traditional manager wouldn't do that. A traditional manager instead would probably make sure that you went through these steps, that you filled out these boxes, that you made sure that, in your performance review, you hit the categories that are in the structures of the organization, instead of the ones that are needed or the ones that you want to grow. With this belief that management knows best, or that they need to follow a structure that assumes that these things must happen in this order by these people, means typical things that we're used to in Olympic athletes and even Olympic teams would change drastically. Picture this for a moment. You're on the Olympic basketball team for your country, and you're ready for your next competition. A coach would do all these great things and help you support to make sure the team all collaborates. But a manager may actually break it down into compact things, especially around roles. Captain of the team is now the project manager. Your job is to make sure everybody's doing what they should do, and every time we have a break, you check on them. Did you do this? Did you bounce it this time? Did you assist this time? Did you rebound this time? Did you actually shoot this many times? And how did you do against those numbers, the metrics? What if you're a guard or a point guard? You're the one that brings up the ball. Obviously, the coach would help you identify how to actually bring out the best in people, pass out to make sense, watch for opportunities and openings, and you practice all these drills. A manager, again, breaking down the roles, maybe would say the point guard is like the lead developer, the lead creator for the product. And this person has all the ideas, and they should always default to this person. So that person is the one that always designs all the plays all the time. So if someone else has the ball, they always have to ask, is it okay if we do this? Let's think. What do you think, lead developer? What do you think, point guard? Should we do this? Yes, we should. And then you can imagine if you go farther down the line and you go to the center, the big person that actually is usually getting all the rebounds. They're the one that can dunk really easily. They're the one that's blocking out the big players. That person might be seen as maybe the quality assurance person. So again, in management, or in a traditional way of looking at this, the center could actually be someone that checks to make sure that all these things happen and looks for the quality of things. So when the captain designs a play, they would say, yep, that follows our protocols. Yep, that is exactly what we need. Good for you. You fit it in the box and hit our policy. And you can see that by delineating or breaking down every person into those roles, you end up losing the magic that makes an Olympic team. And you can imagine, even for something like skateboarding that we had in the Olympics this year, which is so wonderful as a new sport, and we're expanding the opportunities of athletes to contribute and to participate in the Olympics at all levels and all skills and all types of activities and sports, which is quite wonderful. In skateboarding, it's all about coming up with tricks and skills and performing them in order and performing them in different ways and difficulties, and there's a lot of design and creativity that comes with it. And imagine if you miss something, you have to pick up what you wanted to do. And it's sort of choreographed, sort of like a dance is. If you were to look at it as a manager, you might say, well, this trick is worth more points and you performed it this amount of times right and this amount of times wrong and you've made mistakes. So the risk analysis tells you should take it. But this other trick that is worth more points, or it's one that's more flashy, or that might get more votes, you're not so hot at it. So even though it's better for in terms of what you potentially get, because you don't hit it that often, we're going to cut that one out. And they might actually look at saying, designing, no, you should hit these things in this order because that's what you need to do. That would take away a lot of the energy and the excitement and the creativity that happens when you're performing, when you're competing. And at the team level, it's much bigger than the individual level, especially when it's one-on-one or individual sport where you're actually doing it on your own and you're voted by itself. Whereas if you're competing one-on-one directly, or if you're competing a team on team directly, you can see it requires a lot more adjusting, a lot more agility, a lot more creativity to figure out what you need to do next. There is a time and a place for a manager, and there's a time and a place for a coach. In Olympics, in high-level elite athletics, a coach that actually is able to bring out the best in those around them, to identify areas to focus on, and to just be there with them as they grow and develop as a collective unit or in their individual skills is really important. Manager is probably not a good fit, but a manager can be valuable in the right circumstance. And it's important to kind of fit the right structure to the right experience and what the result you're trying to achieve. Thanks so much for watching my video. If you like my video, smash that like button and subscribe to my channel as I bring in a new video each Monday and each week to really bring out the best in you, to help you think through things, and to bring out the best opportunities and ways of thinking so you can be the best version of yourself. Have a great week.